boys and girls. Today we're doing social studies. So I have my book of map skills. That's what you'll be needing today. And one pencil and your box of crayons. And here we go. Today we're doing pages 1, 2, and 3. So come on over. On the front, you may color it however you like. My book of map skills. And notice that this child has a map of the whole world. And you can write your name, of course. Then we're going to page 1. Page 1 says, color the land green. So we're going to do that job. Now, when we're looking at the world, where is the land? Now, the land are these parts here. They're not really smooth on the outside. They're all different shapes, but those are land. They form different countries, different continents. Those are words we use when we're talking about maps and our world. So we're coloring all of the land green. In this picture, there are 4 pieces of land. And this right here is called a globe. Say globe.
Globe.
Very good. What's different about a globe than a map is that it's shaped like a sphere. It's a 3-dimensional shape that is round, whereas a map is generally flat. So this is a picture of a globe. Our next direction says color the water blue. So then take a blue crayon, and all of the rest of this on the globe is water. We have all different oceans in our world. Oceans are the salty seawater filled with lots of living things that go in between the continents on our world. On the bottom, this is it's not a map, it's a
Globe.
Very good. So we're going to spell it G-O-O-B. That would say glob. How do I make it say globe? If you said a magic E, you're right. Globe. This is a globe. Turn to page 2. Map symbols. These are all things that you might find on a map, and you may color them. Right now, I'm just going to tell you what they mean. What do you think this means? If you're thinking mountains, you're right. Those are showing mountains on a map. This symbol means a map. This looks like maybe a map of a park that you'd be driving through. It looks like maybe there's a hospital there. So different things on this map. It shows lots of symbols. Here looks like maybe hills or mountains again. The difference here is these are supposed to have snow on top, so they're probably higher than these are. When you get mountains that are so high in the clouds, it's very cold up there, even in the summer, and they'll have snow on top. What would this sign mean? If you said school bus, you're right. What about this one? Yes, it's an airplane. What about this one? If you said gas for your car, you're right. What about this one? Yeah, it looks like it's time to go to bed. That would usually mean a place where you could sleep overnight, like maybe a hotel or a place where you could rent a room for the night. What about this one?
Food.
That's David's favorite. He's always hungry. So that would mean like a restaurant or somewhere where you could buy food. What would this mean? It would be railroad tracks. So that would mean there's railroad tracks up ahead. What would this be? Notice the little waves. If you said water, you're right. So I notice on this map, there's some water there, maybe a lake or a pond. What would this mean? Maybe a house or a cabin or a building. I noticed some of those symbols on that map up there. What about this? Trees, you're right. So it would probably mean like a forest or woods. You notice there's a lot of forest on that map. And what would this mean? I notice it on this map too. If you said a road, you're correct. So these are all things that you might see on a map that tell you what is on that map. You may color this picture and decorate it. Now we're going to do page 3. It says cardinal directions. On a map, there are very important directions that everyone who reads a map has to know. If it goes up, it means north. North. Notice the word or in there. That's one of our sight words that we need to practice. N or th, north. Just below that is south. S. The ow is O-U. and then TH again, south. So we have north, the opposite of north is south. Then we're gonna go over to the right here. On the right-hand side, this direction would be east. E-A-S-T, and we capitalize each of these directions. East. The opposite of east on a map is called west. Sometimes we say to the left. On a map, we say west. W-E-S-T, and again, I capitalized it, west. So our directions on a map are north, and north would go this way on this map. South would go this way. East would go to the right. West would go to the left. So when we're telling someone how to get maybe to our house or something, sometimes you might hear grown-ups say that. Like you have to drive north, and then you'll turn to the east. Those are how we give directions on a map. So they're pretty important. So let's say it one more time. North, south, east, west. Nice job. You may color your directions on here if you want to, and we will work on this again in 2 more days. Nice job with your map skills, boys and girls. That's an important skill in 1st grade to get you ready for 2nd grade. See you next time.